Hey, it's Spiritual Life Coach 43, and I'm here to give you the karma reading for the zodiac sign of Virgo. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome and blessings. If you are a returning viewer, watcher, and or subscriber, I love you, tribe. I have been under the weather, but I am back. I am sending you all so much love and light always. And if you guys are cross watchers, I'm sending you prayers, healing, and blessings to you and to all of us here. Please remember to always go to God for everything in your entire spiritual teams and families. He is miraculous. He got you. He is the great I am. All right, always do what's best for you and your family. Do what you guys feel is best, as you all have free will. I do these karma readings as preparation, reminders that they did not get away with hurting and betraying you. Pray for these people. Pray that they repent and get it right with God. If you choose to allow these people to show that they've changed in regards to the actions you would need them to take, let the apology be last. Let them prove it by, clearing your name in court, clearing your name with people, restoring the truth, and being a good father or a good mother to your kids, showing that long-term consistency. Let the apology speak for itself, and then after they've shown change and made major mountains of change in your world to better things with you, if you choose to, then you will probably be more willing to hear and accept an apology. We're in 2024. An apology for major offenses that have been long term is not going to be enough words. It's not going to be enough. Excuse me. And I've had so many distractions, incredible amount of distractions, just immense when it comes to getting these readings out. They don't want these out. I'm sorry if the volume is low. I will try to speak louder. I have my volume cranked up on high as always. The volume's low. It's just been weird things after weird things after weird things. But I know that's the devil work. We rebuke the devil. We rebuke Satan. We rebuke evil. And they don't want these messages out. But I serve God, and I'm always going to keep going forward His way at all times. Let's jump into the reading. For those who have betrayed you, they are getting what they deserve. I'm hearing they're reaping what they have sown, and it's your justice, and it's overdue. It's how a lot of you guys feel like it's they're getting instant karma, and it's something that they know they're getting. It's something that they deserve for being trifling, for being disrespectful. They look like what they put you through, and even worse, they feel like it. They're going through a lot of challenges and pain, and they deserve it. A lot of them may have told you you deserve what they were doing. They lied on you, they've lied to you, they've cheated, they've disrespected you, they've caused unnecessary problems, and now it is back on them. Every day they're living with pain, nightmares, shame. Wow, I'm hearing persecution. Some of them are going down in court. God is not playing. Justice is for the good. Justice is for the good. While you guys are living a very purposeful, meaningful life, meaning you guys live every day to be creative, to give thanks to God, to focus on being a good mom, a good dad, to make sure that your bills are paid, and try to live as righteous as possible. Never perfect, but you do the best you can for those who cook and you clean and you spend time talking to teachers and helping with the homework, and just making sure, even if you have kids that are grown, that you still give them good advice, and you check in on your kids if you have them, and you check in on your family members, your mom and your dad. You're good to those who are good to you. You show love. When a lot of your siblings don't show up, you guys are the ones who do. So Virgo, you guys are living a life of purpose and meaning. A lot of you guys are healers and light workers. If you have not got on this path, thank you for joining today. Get there, walk your path. It's a process, but it's so worth it. Okay, you will be blessed for it, guaranteed. God blesses the good. Somebody gave you a lot of confusing behavior, acting all in one minute, that hot and cold energy, then they were all out. Very confusing behavior. They show you just enough, care, or pretend to care, pretend to love, and then they go give the real love to who they really want back behind the scenes. So they were very confusing, in and out, hot and cold. One minute they want to talk, they're all about you. The next minute you can't reach them. Just games. They were very confusing. They may have said that they were confused, or that you were confusing them. These narcissists, they love to turn it around on you and others. But what is really going on, and what really happened here is they wanted other people to feel good about them selling out. Now, for some people, this will involve race. So, for example, let's say that there's two African American people. Let's say you're African American, you don't have to be, because it can be any race. Insert yourself as it fits, but never force the narrative. Let's say two African American people were together. They both come from African American families, traditions, values, morals, you know, same type of foods and different things of that nature, which is beautiful. Black love is beautiful. White love is beautiful. Asian love, Indian love, Latino love, all love is beautiful as long as it's love, no matter who you're with. But in my generation, most people, you know, and back in my day, we were talking about 80s and 90s, most people were with their race when it came to dating. And remember, this don't have to be dating, but that's what's coming to me. Okay. So in this example, this person never wanted to be with a black person, or if it's two Latinos, they didn't want to be with a Latino or Puerto Rican or Hispanic or Mexican person or white person. They didn't want to be with that race, or Asian. They didn't want to be with their race. They chose their race because that person, you, let's say you're that race, you were the best person to them. But even if you're not that race, they always knew in their heart, soul, mind, body, and spirit that they wanted a different race. But to please their family and people around them, they kept you around because you were amazing to them, and they knew the family would accept you a lot more and respect them a lot more. But they didn't go for that other race in their heart, mind, body, and soul from a heart space. That was from feeling superior with another race. This was, you know, colorism, you know, discriminating against their own race. They may have had some trauma in their race from a parent who may have been a narcissist, or somebody highly toxic or addicted to drugs, somebody who had a lot of healing that they needed to do that they didn't do. And so they saw a lot of pain and problems. So that made them dislike their race, but they stayed with that race because it felt fatherly, it felt motherly, it felt comforting. But really they wanted another race because they feel inferior. Okay, so somebody who hurt you felt inferior. They sold out because they didn't go after another race because their whole heart was in it. They went for that race because they felt superior walking next to that other race on their arm, especially romantically speaking. So this is why they nitpicked at you, your food, your clothes, you know, everything. But you were more than enough. You were more than good enough. This person sold out because they weren't going after another race for love. They went after that other race for a look. Before they felt more prestigious. They felt like more doors would be open. This was really disrespectful to the ancestors, disrespectful to their families. This was disgraceful. You know, you sell out when you put your own people down, or somebody you're with, but you stay with that person, or you're choosing another race and you're putting your race down to that race when everybody in that race is not evil. There's good and bad in every school, every job, every race. They wanted to give people reasons to say, oh, I see why they went from a black person to a white person, or from a white person to a black person, or Asian to a black, or Asian to a Mexican, or Mexican to a white, or whatever they chose. No, it was always in them. They didn't do it from the heart. They did it from the mind space. They did it for the look. And the people that they have attracted are very low vibrational people because it had nothing to do with the race. They felt like every other race was better than their own. This is a person who has self-hate, discrimination and colorism, issues with themselves. They hate themselves, and that's what it's really displaying. They have issues, a ton of them, and they need to go get it right with God. You guys have blessings coming in. I hope I was able to explain that right. But somebody sold out and they're not a sellout for dating outside their race. They sold out because they chose to do their race wrong, and they went to another race, putting their own race down when that race, most people in that race really was good to them. They've had people who weren't, but they've also had people who were amazing to them, especially if it was you. You guys were excellent to them. You didn't care about the race. You cared about the love. They didn't care about the love. They cared about the skin color and the look and what they can get from that race. That's evil and very demonic. Love, no matter who you are, what race, creed, color, that's a beautiful thing in itself. They didn't go after somebody for their heart. Okay? You guys have beautiful, positive changes that's coming in. God is sending you guys blessings that's going to make you smile. You guys honor your race, but you also honor who you are. You live with morals and integrity. You guys do follow an ethical code. You guys follow an ethic code of doing what's right, being good, being Christ-like, being angelic. A lot of you guys are earth angels. Like I said, images here. So they went for an image. to look good in front of their friends. Those friends don't even care about them. They focus on an image. Okay, they focus on what the look was instead of the love you gave them. I'm hearing even deep down this person has some love for you, but they wanted to please, people please, and most narcissists want to do that because a parent usually failed them, and so they feel inferior inside. They feel very insecure, so they're all about image. You guys are restoring your reputation because they lied on you so that you look bad, but you were very good. You broke the barriers in your family. You guys broke the barriers in your race. You guys broke barriers. So you guys were like the ones who showed that this is an amazing race. A black person can be loyal. A Mexican person is loving. Asian person is honest. You broke the barriers. Middle Eastern people are very safe and loving and kind. Like, you broke barriers. Every race has good and bad in it. You showed the good in the race, but they wanted people to see the bad. And that was a lie. The bad was them. They were projecting. What they said about you was who they really were and what they were doing. They're getting a lot of tickets, parking tickets, or they owe tickets. They have some kind of like court fees, or they're going to owe, or they will be getting some tickets. Maybe they illegally park, or they do something. So if you guys loan your keys to people, stop doing that. Do it safe, because those tickets will come back in your name. Okay? Something going on with their car. They're having some kind of car problems, car issues, or they owe money on that car or something. Tower moments keep coming for them, and it's rolling in. I'm here, it's rolling like thunder. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. They have to repent and get it right with God. They have to right their wrongs and give you the justice that you deserve, you and your kids and your family. And this could be family members as well. People who did you wrong, they're reaping what they have sown. They wanted to be toxic a little bit longer. They thought they had time, and God says, no, it's time is up. This is why the towers fell. They have to submit to God. We're under God's control. We owe it to God and our spiritual teams and our families to be honest, to be truthful. But these people are fakes and frauds. We owe it to God to be our best selves. We owe it to our loved ones to be good men and women, no matter what race you are, or color, or religion, or whatever you are, to be the best person that you're supposed to be in this life. These people will have no peace because they have no honor. They have no integrity. They were very selfish and foolish, and you didn't deserve that. You guys deserve so much better. Look forward to new blessings, new love, new opportunities, new hope, new found faith, going on your spiritual journey and path. There's no rest for the wicked. This is said many times, but it's so true. I've seen people scream in terror, night terrors, nightmares, spiritual things happen to them. That's not good. They have no peace, and they won't have any until they get it right with God and the people they wrong. Till they get it right with you, they will have no peace. They don't know what joy is. They know how to pretend to have it. Don't be fooled about them going on trips and grinning and smiling and laughing. Inside, these people are breaking down. They don't like to be still. They can't be still because them demons is running all up and through them. They're not good, and they're not going to be. They should have chose God. Everybody needs to choose God. Point blank, period. It don't get any clearer than that, because if you keep going low and demonic, and this is what they did, the devil claimed them. Now they owe God and the devil. And it is judgment. And I said this to Leos. Judgment is not just when you're on the other side. Judgment is when God says so. It's right now. They're under judgment. And these tower moments are hitting. They are facing destruction. A very destructive path. And typically these people who don't change, and they've had time, and as long as they're alive, they have time. They need to get it right with God. They need to completely get it right with God and submit to the Lord. They need to be praying, and they need to be changing, and they need to prove it. Because I'm hearing the clock is ticking. They're under judgment, and it's getting worse for them. And I'm hearing it's just getting started. A lot of them think they got away with things. No, they did not. That was the devil's illusions. They owe God. They owe God an apology. They owe you an apology. And words are not enough. I keep telling people in this season, words is not enough. Actions are going to speak louder. The words is last. And they owe God change. And he's going to test their heart, soul, mind, body, and spirit. This sellout is reaping what they have sown. You guys stay blessed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending you all love and light and abundance. God bless you. Bye, Virgo.